Do you like period sex? Do you like to have sex when you're on your period?
Not at all.
No, no for
Not
you.
at all.
What about you?
I'm not gonna say I haven't done it, but it's not the best.
It's not a fan thing.
Yeah.
I think there's some women that really like it. I mean, it's kind of weird, but
Yeah, and there's some guys that really like to run red lights, but I'm not with the.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's just not comfortable.
Is that a red flag if a guy says he likes that?
Yes.
You think so?
Especially if
Very
he brings
much
it up
so.
on his own.
Yeah, most like I'm like, oh, I'm on my period, blah 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 blah, and then they're like, I mean, they're like,
It's no big deal.
whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, red flag. No.
Oh wow, guys, don't be that guy. What's the least a man has done for you and still got sex? The least a guy's done for you, but he still got to hit. We'll start with you on this one. What do you think?
ooh. I don't even know. Let me think about it. You might have to come back to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Let's go to you on this one. What's the least the guys had to do?
Honestly, I don't settle, so you can't do anything least for me, and I'm giving it up.
Yeah, so
no.
you're a little bit harder to get.
Yeah.
So the least was probably like still dinner and a bunch of other shit.
Dating.
Yeah, a guy still had to do a bunch of shit.
Mhm.
Was that gosh? She can't really answer that one though.
Right.
What about you?
Okay, so I mean, I'm kind of younger. I'm on the younger end, so it's like when I was younger, it used to be nothing.
In your face, yeah. Well, he didn't have to do anything really.
Yeah. So now,
especially if he was cool enough, or like, you know,
like most definitely now.
He had the riz.
I guess so, but now it's most definitely like I'm not coming to your house unless like it's something.
Yeah, you learned your lesson.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So now,
how would you react if your parents met every guy you slept with and got the backstory to every guy? Yeah.
What do you mean backstory?
I'm gonna say like they know everything between y'all. Like they know, you know, they know that you slept with them. And they know like everything that y'all have gone through. Like if it was fights or if it was like him just like dogging you out and not talking to you again. Like they're gonna know the dirty details of all of it. Like how would you react if your parents met that guy?
I'm honestly very open with my parents, but I still don't tell them everything. So if they knew everything, I think they would have a reaction toward me. My mom would probably slap the shit out of me. No,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, is that bad? What about you? How do you think your parents would react if they met one of the guys that you slept with and got the backstory on everything, on every guy? On every guy, not just one guy. We'll say every guy.
Yeah, I feel like my mom kind of knows me, so it's like she'll be like, okay, like I don't know why you're telling me this, but like,
but she wouldn't like be mad about it. She'd be like, you know what, do you, girl?
Because I know it's not nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah. That's another thing. If you haven't really experienced anything crazy, why you gotta be scared about it?
Yeah.
Do you think men have a better choice of women today than their grandfathers had? Yeah, a better choice of women, the guys. What do you think? Do you think guys got a better choice?
I think it depends on like standards back then compared to today, and like how you view women, honestly. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
No, so men have a better. Yeah, no. What do you think?
I feel like it's some guys that can choose good women nowadays. I mean, it's always been. They act like there's been ancient men just now, but I mean, it's always been ancient men. So it's like.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, no, I agree with you. It depends how good the guy is.
Yeah,
I completely agree with you because those top guys, they definitely got the choosing and they could choose a really good one. But the average guy, like if we're going to talk about, like, I guess this question's kind of more geared towards average men, then yeah, average guys though, like, or a majority, like if we're talking about the majority of men, they are kind of choosing like a worse woman because they don't get to choose, like you're saying. Only the top guys are really choosing. Right. That's very based, honestly. That's very true. Do you think men have to work harder to have an average life today compared to their grandfathers? Do men have to work hard to have an average life today than our grandfathers?
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah.
Economy.
The economy. So like, there's something that they like talk about online sometimes, and they call it hoflation. Like guys have to work 4 times harder to have a woman that's a quarter of what their grandmother was, you know, like as far as like a quality of a woman. So they call it hoflation online because it's like the guys are struggling so hard. But I agree with you though, and that's why I teach guys to just become top tier men, because once you become a top tier guy, you get to choose a good girl, and there are good ones out there. It's just you don't get to choose them when you're broke. You don't get to choose them when you can't fucking be a good man in any way. Like you ain't choosing shit. If a guy has a massive green flag but a few tiny red flags, would you still date them? You know, like there's some, like we'll say a massive green flag is like he already bought his house, or he's already making $150,000 a year at his career, and he says that he's matching his 401k to the max. Like, he's a guy that's really on his shit and really focused on the future and stuff. But then he has some small red flags. He maybe emotionally reacts like bad sometimes, or he's not fully in his masculine frame like he should be as a man all the time. Maybe he's a little bit of a bitch and cried to you one time because he was sad about something that happened to him in the past years ago, or his family or something. But could y'all handle anything like that? Would y'all could y'all choose a guy who has massive green flags, but then he has a few of those tiny red flags?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I could.
easily.
Mm.
And I just feel like sometimes those red flags can be a big deal if like they're a big deal to you. Like if a guy's super emotional and you're the type where you never want to be with an emotional guy, it's like that
Yeah,
little red flag
I
might be
think
a big deal to you.
for
You know
sure.
what I'm
I think
saying?
it depends on the woman too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind emotional men. I would rather you be open with me than not.
Yeah, I'm not. What about you?
I have it. The way that you like said the questions and the examples is like some of those things weren't deemed as minor red flags. Some of those can be major, and some of them can be like
Yeah. You're right. I was saying it on a smaller scale
just
if
like
it wasn't that bad.
any red
I'm not
flags
gonna
that-
say like physical violence. Like, I'm not gonna say that the guy does
yeah.
anything like that, but he's just too emotional. You know,
I
like,
mean,
can you handle things like that to be able to have the other green flag benefits, like the
me
big benefits?
personally, I like when a guy's like in touch with their
his
emotions.
feelings?
So it's kind of like that's not really
Man,
too
y'all
much of a
y'all are
red
both
flag.
crazy. I feel like you already know my opinion on this. Guys shouldn't be emotional with their girl at all. They need to learn to go and talk to their other guys about it. Honestly,
I mean, not all the time, but like
it,
from time to time, you can be in touch with me, but like
I think it's okay if like your father or your mother dies, or like if something like really bad is happening. Yeah, you can go to your girl. And I say this as a guy that went to therapy for a year, and like I'm actually a very emotional guy. Like, I'm very emotional with my girl and stuff.
right.
But I don't think that's good for guys. Like, that's because I was raised by a mother that kind of made me that way, and I don't think that's a good thing. Like, I'm not proud. I don't think it's a really good thing at all. Guys emote differently than women. So like when a woman is emotional, what y'all like to do is talk about it. That's why women are so social. That's why y'all have good friend groups. That's why like women don't kill themselves at the same rates as men. Y'all always have a social circle or somebody to go to. Men emote the way where like when we're sad or we're mad or we're emotional about something, we like to let it out physically. So we play sports, we go to the gym. That's how guys usually emote. Usually. And so like you don't want to encourage a guy to be emotional, because if anything, you should try to encourage him to emote the way that his masculinity should be wanting to do it.
Right.
But we have society, feminism, our mothers telling us, no, you can cry, no, you can be like this, and it's like,
I mean, I do
no,
think it's
it's
okay
gonna
for
hurt.
men to be able to cry, because then that makes emotionally unavailable men.
Mhm.
And when you're emotionally unavailable to like your partner, but your partner cares about things like that, then it definitely does make a difference.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you, and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.